Good morning, guys. It's about 8:15. I'm waking up over here at my mom's house. I slept on the floor. I got here around 11:30, midnight last night, because I'm heading out on a solo trip up the 395. And I don't know where we're gonna end up, but I stopped here as a pit stop on my way up. I guess I'm gonna get up, get ready, and start heading up north. I went to bed at like almost 3 a.m. ish, so an easy breezy 5 hours of sleep. Alright, catch you later. So, finally heading up Whitney Portal Road up to Alabama Hills. And the weather looks scary, so I don't know if I'm going to be staying here, but I guess I'll see when I start getting higher up in there. It looks cool for the moment, but there's hella clouds. And I don't want to be trapped anywhere. So, yeah. Alright, so I thought I found a spot out here at Alabama Hills, in front of this really cool rocks and all those really cool rocks and stuff. The weather said it was going to be fine, said it was going to be probably 100 degrees, which I was going to be okay with, but yeah, it said it was only 15% chance of rain, but to be honest, this whole area right here, that's coming right for me. So unfortunately, I think Alabama Hills is going to be for a different day. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So yeah, that was not a happy moment. Also, when I noticed the big ass storm that is raining a shit ton coming right for me, I was walking around the spot that I had found, and then I noticed something else. Unfortunately, I hope someone else cleans it, because I am not going to touch it, because it is bags of human leavings, I'll call it. Delicious, my favorite. Please be better, people. Don't be this gross. Don't be disgusting like that. That's disgusting. I thought it was normal trash, and I got a trash bag and I was ready to clean it up, until I realized that it was the people dukes. The people dookies. I don't want to touch the people dookies. But anyway, so it's getting late. I need to find a spot to sleep. And hopefully I find something. But yeah, like I said, this was a really pretty spot in front of all of these beautiful mountains, the Eastern Sierras in the background. But the gigantic storm that's getting closer and closer to me, it looks far in this, but that is almost on top of me, and it's raining right on those hills over there, and it's coming my way. Yeah. So, unfortunately, we are going to pack up and leave the doo-doo site at Alabama Hills and go see what's around. Unfortunately, there's a possibility I might end up just heading back if I really don't feel like looking for anything in the middle of the night.
which is depressing, because that sucks. Darn weather. What you gonna do about that there weather? Anyway, alright. I'll check in later. Bye, guys. Doesn't really appear so on the camera, but this is surprisingly steep and a little bumpy. And I hit this very hard going up at first, but now we're leaving, so I don't care. Damn, I really hate that I'll be honest, I kind of bitched out, but I don't have any rain protection, so this was just an unlucky situation. Onward to the next area, if I can find one. Plus, I am all alone, and I've never done this kind of thing all alone. Actually, here, I wonder if you could see out the back. Not really, but anyway, it's steep. It looks like a wall in my rear view. See if I can see that wall. That was the hill. Anyway, all right. Let's see what we can find next. Still got to get all the way back down all this crap. I feel disgraced to myself. I'm using Folgers. I don't mind Folgers, but I wish I remembered to bring some of my better coffee or any of my coffee making things. There's a bunch of bats flying around right now. Kitchen bugs. Oh. In a little bit I'm going to tell you all about the night I had, because it was awful. Disgraceful. It's also about 6 in the morning. I woke up at 4. I woke up at 4. The sun's finally coming up. And I have coffee made. Yeah. So now that I have my coffee, I can tell you a little bit about what happened last night. So, after that storm started to head over to Alabama Hills, I packed everything up because I was starting to set up. And I made my way back down to Lone Pine, and I didn't really know where I was going to go. So, I'm driving, I went north a little bit, then I turned around, and I went back to Lone Pine, and then I went back south a little bit. And to give you some reference, I'm a horribly indecisive person. Making a decision is not my strong suit, to say the least. I come back up to Lone Pine, get some cash, and then go back up towards Alabama Hills on the other side, where the potential of being trapped was much less. Because to be honest, that's the initial reason of why I left Alabama Hills, was because where I was at, if it were to rain hard enough, I probably would have been flooded in, because there were some areas that already looked like they had flooded a couple weeks ago. And I had to go up and down through some washes, and I felt it better to leave. Again, my truck is still completely stock. So I don't have a lot of clearance. I don't have recovery gear. I have traction boards, but I don't have anything to really get me through like a water crossing or anything like that. So I left, drove all around for no reason, honestly. Came back, got some cash. Then now I'm at Tuttle Campground. It's on the other side of where like Alabama Hills is over there. I think it's still technically Alabama Hills, but I'm at Tuttle Campground now. Tuttle Creek Campground, I think. And then last night, so it just continued to get better all through the night. And I really feel bad that I didn't film any of this, but probably because I was too stressed. But so when I pulled into camp, I was initially going to set up the PVC bed shell that I had made. My wrench to take off my bed cover, I snapped that in half. Proceeded to spend the next hour trying to get the bolt out so I could take my bed cover off. And then after I realized that wasn't going to happen, I gave up on that. Luckily, I brought a tent. And when I was going to put the tent up, I bent all my tent stakes because I kept hitting rocks trying to stake the tent down. The milk that was in my cooler exploded. What else? Because it was a lot. Oh, my headlamp broke. I just proceeded to drop everything throughout the night. Now I'm choking on my coffee. Half of the lights that I brought, the batteries were dead. By the time I got anything set up, it was too late for me to cook anything. So I just opened a can of SpaghettiOs and just drank it, essentially, with a beer, because I forgot a spoon. So it was just compiling of things. There were other things that I can't recall at the moment, getting a call, because apparently I have service over here. I didn't have service over there. Also, if this gets brighter, the sun's coming up more. It was behind the mountains when I started this. But anyway, through all of the crap that happened to me last night, and how bad of a mood I was in when I was going to bed, I'm in a lot better of one this morning, and I'm going to spend another night here. Hopefully not get eaten by mosquitoes, since I am right next to a creek. I'm going to make the best of it. So anyway, I'm going to cook up some breakfast right now, and I will see y'all later. Alright, now that breakfast is done, coffee's been had, probably gonna head into town and grab some firewood for tonight and anything else I might need. So, I'll see y'all later. Is that an animal? Holy, that's a bird. Holy, there's a big ass bird on that rock. I wonder if I can get him. Oh my god. I don't know what that is, but it looks like a big ass herring or something. I want to drive really slow past it, because I don't know what it is. Excuse me, sir. Okay, you have a good day now. He gone. Oh, and now we got a raven up on this rock here. Excuse me. Do you know how to get back to town? Do I just keep going straight? Thank you. Thank you for okay. Thank you for your time. Where'd the other one go? Oh, there he is. Alrighty, we have gotten back into camp from town. We got our firewood, and it's hot, quite hot, as you can see. Firewood, but yeah, it's quite hot. It's about 100 degrees. But I made a nice cozy little spot right down in there, right by the creek. So if y'all would like to join me by the creek, let's go check that out. Okay, I know it looks really bright and you probably can't see me, but I did that so we could see the creek when I get close to it. There we go. But yeah, so there is actually a creek at Tuttle Creek Campground, and I have my little chair and some water set up, and it's right down from my campsite. So that is kind of a plus. Yeah, so let's sit back and I'll tell you all about my day. The creek has definitely been the biggest plus side of coming out here. The original area I was looking at did not have anything like this. It was very barren and very open and very hot, which I was ready to accept, but I'm definitely glad that I came across this, because this is quite nice. I feel like 1.5 million things are trying to eat me. I don't really have a plan for the rest of the day. I'm probably going to be sitting here a while. I don't want to walk around because it's too hot. Like I said, it's about 100 degrees right now. Yeah, so I think sitting creekside is going to be the game plan for most of the day. I apologize if this is horribly boring. I wanted to do a little bit more adventuring than what I'm doing currently, but it's just too hot. Well, it's about noon. Never mind to take that back. It's about 1, and it's been pretty hot, so I haven't really done anything other than just enjoy this view of Mount Whitney and the rest of what I can see of the Eastern Sierras. But I'm getting peckish, so I'm gonna cook myself up some lunch. Nothing fancy. Yeah, figure out what to do with the rest of this day I got going on, because I've now reapplied sunscreen so that I can brave the burning fireball that keeps us alive. So as I said before, I didn't really do a whole lot of exploring because it was way too hot for that. I saw other people walking around. I was not about to start doing that because I am not built for hot temperatures. So I did everything I could to stay cool. There were a couple times throughout the day I went into my tent, tried that. That was even hotter. I sat creekside, which was really nice. A little later in the day, I did actually go into the creek, and it was ice cold, and that was probably the most relief I've felt so far, other than the sun actually going down. And aside from that, after I made lunch earlier, I proceeded to sit in my truck for about three and a half hours with the AC blasting and a t-shirt shoved in my window so that the sun wasn't hitting me and I was cool. So sorry I didn't film any of that delightful, tasty content for you. But I'm sure me complaining about the heat even more in my car would have been the most exciting. Anyway, the one thing that I've appreciated the most is that my cooler kept things cold this entire time, which meant I've had icy beverages to have when I'm starting to really overheat. I know it's called Blue Truck Coffee Channel, but we do not only do coffee here. Sometimes I just go out on random adventures and bring my camera. And you all get to watch me drive around in circles, in places, camp sometimes, and yeah. But I'm actually really glad that I ended up coming back through Lone Pine and then coming here to Tuttle Creek, because honestly, 81 sites, $8 a night, not bad. It doesn't beat free, which is what I was trying to do. I was trying to do dispersed camping on the other side of Whitney Portal Road, but that didn't really work out in my favor because I don't have enough gear on my truck to feel safe. Luckily, we found this spot. It worked out very well. Even though it was hot, I enjoyed it quite a lot. So now I'm going to finish off my leftovers from lunch. I'm going to get a fire going, probably when the sun is farther down behind the mountains, which you can see behind me. They're so very beautiful. I'll finish out the day, and then I'll see you guys in the morning when I start packing up. Until then, I'm going to finish my icy brown bottle beverage. Yep. It's the final morning over here at Tuttle Creek, and made my second cup of coffee. Once I'm done with this, we're gonna break down the camp and we're gonna start heading back home. Honestly, even though it was 100 degrees, this was still definitely a beneficial trip. Got a little bit of a later start this morning than I had intended, but that's alright. That happens sometimes. And then I suppose also really quick I want to bring up how manically unprepared I was. Not that I was absolutely unprepared, but I kind of made a last minute decision to officially come on this trip by myself. I left at about 10:30 at night on Wednesday. It's now probably about 7 a.m. Saturday. I just kind of packed in a rush, so don't do that. And there was a handful of things that I really wish I would have had. But all in all, it still went well, and I still think I needed this. The first day was a pain, and everything that could go wrong went wrong. Pushed through it, made it to the second day, felt a lot better. Yeah. And if I can give you a little info on the campground I'm at, like I said, it's called Tuttle Creek Campground off of Whitney Portal Road. $8 a night, $4 a night for the Golden Age Pass, which is the senior citizen pass, I think. It has 81 first come, first served spots. It has vaulted toilets, so be comfortable with flies and other manner of insect and the like. Concrete picnic benches, it has fire rings, and it has food hooks for animal safe storage. At least I think that's the right way to say that. I don't know. I'm gonna finish up this Joe, pack up the stuff, and get on the go. Alright, all packed up. Time to head home.
Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the mess that was my trip, and I will see you all in the next episode of Blue Truck Coffee Channel. Y'all have a great day. Bye.